Yes, sir. What's happening, everybody, man? What's good, YouTube, man? I got two of the dopest people in the world in here. We got, you know what I'm saying, Ripsaw Joe, aka Kevin Nash, you know what I'm saying? And we have the infamous Godfather in the building. And we got a bunch of people in the chat, man. Didn't I see Stupid Face Dickerson in the chat?
Yeah. Stupid Face Dickerson was in there.
Yeah.
He might be hanging out lurking, you know.
He lurking. We got Oscar, man, and everybody else, man. So, yo.
Hey, you might be safe because Lee's on with Billy right now.
Oh, okay, good. Listen, he stay over there and rob Billy. Don't rob me. Rob, he got more to lose than I do. I don't want to lose none of my stuff.
Yep. See people coming in, come on, with his little eyeballs just looking, you know.
Man,
Corey's up in here.
I see you. Come on. I see you. Come on. Man, so, gentlemen, how you guys doing, man? How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Okay.
Doing good.
Okay. All right, man. So here's the deal. There's no improv to anything, but like I do want to say this. This month I started doing a fundraiser for my veterans, right? And for those that are new here, I am a vet. So I take it upon myself to try to help out where I can. And to give you some background, actually, before I started raising money for vets, I was raising money for cancer research, right? Mm-hmm. And I would say we had a pretty successful, like the past 4 years, it's been pretty successful. And I know like during COVID, it was kind of hard. But then again, I started thinking to myself, man, y'all got some extra money during that COVID situation, man. So y'all should have been giving a little more. But I get it. Y'all was buying more watches and be like, hey, Trap, I ain't got nothing left. You know what I'm saying? But we are, at this point, I would think that we'll be like halfway or like closer to our goal, and we're not. Mm-hmm. So in the Cash App, we have $290. Through YouTube, we have $225. Now, the way the YouTube thing goes, when that check drop, then I can add the rest of that to that fund. So as of right now, what we're gonna do, because we got Godfather on here, people don't realize that we got something special coming. We got something real special. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's never heard of a battle? Matter of fact, hold up. I think let me inform people what battling is. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Let's see, which one do I want to show? Let's go with this one. So that's battles in a nutshell. We literally will have two guys or two girls or a guy and a girl or even couples. They will go head to head in showcasing the best watches that they have. And battles isn't just, hey, let me show you something. You're going to explain your watch, man. This is a whole different thing. So imagine a battle rap, right? Imagine two guys going there. They got the microphone and they just digging at the other person, and everybody else is going to vote on it, right? But I got something. There's a twist to this. The battle will be if that man right there in the red, this AKA Santa Claus, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be at Godfather's house during this barbecue, and we're going to have a phenomenal battle live. We'll have people battling, right? And we're pushing the needle forward as far as the coach is concerned. Now, the special thing about that is you will actually have an opportunity if you have yet to give. I'm asking everybody at the door. It's like a pay-per-view. $10 at the door, and that $10, 100% of the proceeds will go to all of our veterans, right? I'm representing two organizations, that is. And at the end of it, the winner will choose somebody that has donated, and it could be somebody in the chat that night who will receive a very nice watch from a micro brand. And I have some other watches here too that you guys can win up to that point. I'm not raffling off any watches like I normally do. We're not raffling. So you donate, and I opened it up. Like originally I was saying, hey guys, in order to participate, $25. But at this point, we just opened it up because we do want to give our veterans a fighting chance. And I'm telling you, from what I've seen, these veterans need it. Helping them with job placement, helping them with food, helping them with shelter, helping them get the medicine. Now, we do have VAs, and I go to VA, right? But those sources can be limited depending on the area. My area, I'm blessed because we have Rodebush is a huge facility. We got veterans from all over the place coming in. So, yes, that's that. Okay, so we're done off of that. We're done.
Who's battling who?
So we got new school versus old school. We did like sort of a generator, and I can give you the first combatant. I talked to him. Well, we chatted on what's not Instagram, text message. And it is Felix the Great. Felix is going to be the very first. And the generator has pulled, the generator we had has pulled his opponent. So that's why I said it's going to be new school versus old school. And you guys just have to wait and see who's going to be the next contestant, combatant. And he is a vet in the game, though. He's a vet. And very, very soft-spoken, has a pretty nice collection. And but I will say this. Felix, even though he's a new collector, right? And yes, I could say he's new, even though he's been collecting for like 3 years, something like that.
Yeah.
In comparison to a lot of people, he's still a new collector, newcomer. But for him to be a newcomer, I seen his collection, bro. I can tell you, he collected way different than when I started. that dude went after some heat. I'm like, so. We don't know who's going to be the victor in this, but y'all already know. Everybody wins. But it's still having that bragging right, like, yo, my collection, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Hey, look. The winner gets an extra rib. You know, the winner will get an extra 2 ribs, okay? And the runner-up will get an extra rib, man. Yeah, hey.
An extra rib and a reindeer antler.
There you go.
Yo, Invictus Showcase. Don Juan is in the building, man. Don Juan is in the building. What's going on, baby?
Just so everybody knows, that's what, September 2nd or 1st?
First,
September 1st. So on
Sunday.
Yep.
The
cookouts, you know, and a lot of people, you know, even throughout the years and stuff like that, always ask, you know, I said, listen, the cookout is always on a Sunday, the Sunday before the actual holiday. The holiday is always on a Monday, so the cookout would be that Sunday. And
Monday's the recoup day.
Yeah. People used to say, well, why you have it on the Sunday, man? You got, you know, this and this. I said, listen, I says, people work on Fridays. I says, on Saturday, they will use that day to travel down to the cookouts. I says, Sunday is the cookout. Monday, they use that day to travel back. If I have it on Monday, you're trying to rush to get back because you got to go to work on Tuesday. So it's like, no, cookouts are always on a Sunday, and my cookouts are always held rain or shine, you know, and people. But
that battle going to be what, around 8 o'clock, 7:30? What time?
Probably. Well, one, we got to wait for the food to be blessed. I got to wait till I get my fair share of food. So it won't be before that. So I'll figure around 8. I think 8 o'clock should be.
You can, yeah. I mean, 7:30, 8 o'clock, you know, somewhere around there and stuff like that. You know, you can set it up and put the information out and everything like that. This way, people had time. If the food gets blessed, you know, and I'm odd. Okay, when I tell you, the food is blessed at 5 o'clock, the food is blessed at 5 o'clock. It's just the way. And the cookout, I tell them cookouts from 3 to 8. Okay, the main food will be ready at 5 o'clock. That's once I bless the food. If you wanted to show up to between 3 and 5, you can show up. You would just get hamburgers and hot dogs, but the main food is at 5 o'clock. And usually people show up early. Some people are hanging out, chit-chatting, having a drink, bless the food, eat the food, hang out, chit-chatting, have a drink. And then, my family or my cleanup crew, they'll come out and make an announcement in the garage, say, hey, we're getting ready to clean up. If you want to make your to-go plate, make it now.
Mm-hmm.
People get in there and make their to-go plates and stuff like that. The family cleans up. And usually they're done between 8 and 8:30, depending on, how many people we have and stuff like that.
Right.
If once people stop showing up, then it's like, all right, hey, well, come on out there. Hey, 7:30. Hey, make your to-go plate. We're cleaning up. So,
Yep. I just wanted to put it out there so everybody knew. That's all.
yeah, oh yeah. So, and like I said, at 5 o'clock, I gather everybody up in the garage. We bless the food, open up the kitchen.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
I can't. Ooh.
Don't be on a diet that weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight, fellas, man, I had a conversation earlier. I was live earlier. I did the premiere and stuff like that over the Manta watch. But if you guys caught the beginning, how we started the show, I wanted to go back to my roots. And when I used to end my show or start my show back in the day, I would always be pointing back at my back because I started out with Invictaholics, right? AKA Invicta Collectors. And I think about the journey we've had up to this point. And I was asking this question earlier, man. It's like, what watches are important to you? What watches, if any, has been a gateway to other watches? Because some people stay primarily one brand their entire life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I was reflecting earlier on the watches that I showed during my live. I was like, yo, you can't really peg me for, like, you can't tell what type of collector I am. You know what I'm saying? Because they say that question, you can tell, or like, can you tell a person by their watch? And again, no.
I say no.
No.
Yeah, Joe, I can't, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because you can completely misjudge. Because what if Godfather right now decided to abandon his entire collection and started collecting Rolexes, right?
Well, yeah, that was my point. I work with a girl, like I told you guys, I think last week. She has 2 Rolexes, but she is far from being a rich person.
Mm-hmm.
She just had a fortunate that somebody gave them to her.
Oh,
you
really?
can't-
Yeah,
you
you
can-
did say that.
You cannot judge a person by what's on their wrist and see, everyone look at her and say, wow, she must have tons of money. No, that's not the case. That's my opinion. I mean, you can't judge somebody by what's on their wrist.
That's valid. And speaking of which, when we're talking wrist, let's do a wrist check real quick. I know Godfather watches next to him.
Yeah, he learned his lesson on that one.
Oh, yeah.
So,
All right, I'll go.
Oh yeah. Ooh, carbon
There you
fibers.
go, nice.
Carbon fibers, that's just a textured dial.
No, that's carbon fiber.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, I did
It's
that.
Invicta Reserve Pro Diver. They listed as a Pro Diver Scuba,
Mhm.
Swiss made with a Sellita SW200 in there.
Wow.
Very
Oh, wow.
nice.
I haven't seen that model before. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw that down there, but that's an older one, right?
Oh yeah. That's 1953.
Yep, 1953.
1953.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Okay. All right, so I guess it's my turn. So I didn't get the Invicta memo tonight, but it's still in the same. They own it. They own Chase Dewar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there we go.
Your aviator?
Yeah, this is the flight commander.
Flight commander. There you go.
Yeah. I really like this watch, man. 49 millimeter. And this thing is a busy dial, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this dial. I love that, man.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I could own the Breitling. I could own a Breitling Navitimer, man. And, but if I was getting Navitimer, that would have to come behind everything.
Yeah.
It can't come before my Panerai. It can't come before my Certina and all the other. It can't. No.
Mm-hmm.
It won't happen. No, it won't happen.
There was another question you asked on your earlier live draft.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference between a collector and an enthusiast?
Mm-hmm.
And I was driving down the highway, so I really couldn't type. But
Right.
I did try and type in my opinion, they're the same. A collector is a person who's enthused about his collection. So an enthusiast and a collector are kind of like almost the same thing in my mind. Because I'm enthused about my collection. I'm excited about it, so that's the way I feel.
Yeah, and I mean, based on that, I believe, just like you do, Joe, but however, I think that a enthusiast could be a little bit more excited about that collection. That's just like having with sports, you got a fan and a fanatic.
Yeah.
So a collector and enthusiast, the enthusiast could be just a little bit more obsessive with their collection,
So Joe's not a collector. Joe, hey, bro, you are an enthusiast through and through, bro.
Okay.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. You are because here's the deal: is because you collect so many different things, man. Like, but I do like the way Joe put it, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like, an enthusiast is almost like a subcategory of a collector. You know what I'm saying? I like that the way you approached it. But Joe, from all the stuff that you collect, bro, and how you light up over watching, bro, you an enthusiast, bro. You are
talking about lighting up. Look at this. Right? Look, see this? Right? It's a case.
Yeah.
It's a lighter case, right?
Right. Wow. Wow, bro. This man got something. You got more blades than Deadpool, bro.
I think I do.
Good night.
Then Trap, tomorrow is a huge knife day on Whatnot.
Okay, I'll be over there. I'll definitely be over there. Any of you watch Clyde video yesterday?
Watch Cycle?
I did not.
Or watch Clyde.
I
Who
did
watched
not.
Clyde?
You got to put me on. Hold up, bro, because I'm not following Watch Clyde, bro. I know. I don't think I am. Hold on, bro. Is that the okay? Hold up. Okay, I'm looking at some guy. You talking about this black dude? Is this a black dude? If that's the case, hold on, let me see. This needs to stop now. So that was a day ago. Is that the? Oh, wait a minute. Am I following this guy? I am following this guy. Okay, yeah, I am following. Question for the host: if you had to start over, what 3 watches would it be? Okay, hold up.
Is he talking about brands or is he talking about the watch models?
Watch my, because if you're talking, hey, you know what's crazy?
All of us have watches from different companies and stuff like that. So
yeah, if we're talking Invicta, if I could start over, I'm gonna tell you something. Felix had the advantage because he's seen everybody else. He's heard people's stories about collecting. I would have immediately jumped on some of those reserve watches when I first jumped into Invicta versus buying just the on sale stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I could have got the on sale stuff later.
Right.
there was some like that piece you got, Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
That scuba, I've seen that one other time. It was the green and black one, and I fell in love with it off top.
Right.
It's just not brand.
Let's be honest. Not all of them, but most of them. Felix got him for a lot less money than you guys would have had to pay for.
Bro, I know, bro. That's the thing too. Yeah, you're right.
So that helped him along, helped me along too, to be honest with you.
Bro, that's the cheat code, boy. Y'all, and I've said that so many times. You guys got hooked up.
Yeah.
Got hooked up. Because we was paying top dollar when I did decide to buy some reserve stuff, man. I was like, sheesh. Bro.
He says
we got a lot of reserves for under $200,
Watches, not brands. If I had to start over.
Well, I mean, if I was starting over, I know one watch that I would definitely get would be my my Seiko, my self-winding watch that I lost. I would definitely put an extra link in that so that it doesn't pop off my wrist. I would have that one. I think I had a 40 millimeter, no, it was a 38 millimeter Timex that my mom gave me. I definitely would have that one. And moving up, the Invicta, the Pro Diver, the 8926, which actually started my Invicta collection. So those would be my three watches. If I had to start over, was to make sure that I started with, because in reality, that's what started my, I guess, collecting as a collector. Back then I bought watches because I like the way that looks. Let me get that watch. I bought cheapo micro brands. Let me get that because I like the way it looks. I'm going out tonight. Let me pick up this $50 watch and stuff like that. But I didn't consider myself a collector until, I started getting more into Invicta and just talking with, this community that turned into a family. And it was like, hey, you're a collector. Okay, so we're all collectors because we do, collect. And it would be like, I am a watch collector, but there are some people out there that are Invicta watch collectors because that's the only brand that they get, which is nothing wrong with that, But for me, when I consider myself a collector, I consider myself a watch collector because I do have other brands.
So I think if I had to start over, like right now, if I had to start over today, the first watch I would buy is that Certina, the DS model. That'll be the very first watch that I get. I would still get my Tissot 1938. And what's crazy is like one of my favorite watches, Joe actually has that. I would get the Batman version of the 1953 Pro Diver. So because I like if those are the three, because like we're talking price point, right? Because I'm conscious of the prices. Now, for those that know, I love the Panerai radial mirror. I also like the Luminor. I wouldn't want to start off with that one if I had to start over. You know what I'm saying? I'm weird as far as like chasing watches. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing, if I had to start all the way over, the few companies that I'm thinking about, and I know you said not companies, but like as far as watches, it'll definitely be the Pro Diver. That'll be like my everyday wear. The Certina will be another everyday wear. In the 1938, I think it's like, that's one of my favorite watches. I really dig that watch. That's a mainstay. The other few watches, if I was to go after something else past that, and I know you didn't ask that question, but I'm going Citizen. Man. Like people drive that Forza that they got that just came out 2 months ago. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Bro, I absolutely love that watch, man. Let's see. Long Ranger said if I started over, I would buy all the Pro Diver 7750s. It wouldn't be no values left. Welcome in, Robert. Welcome in. Welcome in. So you know what? I'm going to put. Okay, Joe, you go ahead because you didn't answer.
No, I mean, I haven't been doing it as long as you guys. I'm pretty satisfied with what I have. You know, I didn't. I'm just out there looking right now. If I see something I like, I'll pick it up. If it's not, you know, astronomically priced, you know me on that crap.
Already know.
You know, because I feel that a watch is a watch. They all tell time. You don't have to spend $10,000 to tell time. You know.
Right.
I mean, the name doesn't do a lot for me.
Right now, Joe, while you've been an Invicta collector, you know, for say a short period of time, was there a time when you were actually getting watches? I mean, just, you know, you would pick up a watch, say, I like this watch, or, you know, I like that watch, just as a watch, not as a collector, as, you know, but as, hey, I need me a watch. Let me go get a watch.
Yeah. I mean, every time I watched Shopper HQ, I probably bought a watch, for Christ's sake.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like back in the day, that's why, like, when I mentioned my watches was way back in the day, pre-Invicta, except for the 8926. You know, so if I was starting all over, not as a Invicta collector, but just, you know, getting watches like I was, those are the watches that I would start off with if they were definitely still available, because I'm starting off from back then.
I went through a digital phase, to be honest with you. Okay. Back in like I think I showed you this watch a couple of weeks ago, but they I got it right here. The what the hell? The G-Shock.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I for some reason for a while I was like, yep, digital. I can see the date and all that stuff, and it lights up at night. And, you know, but I was always had a watch of some sort on since I was in grade school. You know, sixth grade or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? So I mean, this is gonna sound like a repeat story, but it's true. My grandparents gave me a pocket watch for my confirmation. I mean, my first communion, not confirmation. Mm-hmm. Well, you were about what, 6, 7 years old when you do that?
About 7
or 8, maybe. I don't know.
8. Yeah, 7 or 8.
Yeah. So that's really was my first watch, and unfortunately, I can't tell you where it is today. No, I mean, I was pissed when I couldn't find that. I think I lost it in one of the moves that I made from house to house. I think that's how it disappeared. I mean, because I had it up until I was probably 30 years old, and then all of a sudden they couldn't find it. You know?
Okay.
But I mean, they had my name engraved on the cover and everything. I'm really pissed I lost that. But,
yeah.
That's respect, bro. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the chat, if you just got here, we're having a discussion about watches, man. We're talking about, you know, like gateway watches, what watches really inspire you, what's the purpose behind your watches. Like, we're just having a general, like extremely general conversation. And one of the questions that was posted to us by Invicta Showcase was like, yo, if you had to start over, what watches would you get? What's up, Rich? Welcome in. So if you are wanting to come up.
Yeah, Rich is in here. Paul is in here.
I got room. You can always come up if you like. No pressure.
Rob is in here.
And you know what else has changed for me?
What's that?
Is I always wanted to have a big, huge watch on my wrist. And now I mean, this thing is what? I don't know. What's that? A 40 millimeter? The
40 mil. Yep.
Yep. 40 mil.
1953.
Yep.
That I would never. You know, I was always like, oh, I need a big, bold watch. It's like, no, you don't. No. And my taste has changed over the years. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Like that Ripsaw Joe special right there.
Oh yeah, I got that one.
Yeah. I dig that.
Joe, I don't think there's a Ripsaw out there that you don't have, except for maybe the first one.
Yeah, probably right.
Yeah. I am into creative yet cohesive design. Stop it, bro. You're into Aragon. You're a Paragon master, bro. You're an
Spaces
Paragon
into
master.
anything that he can tell time on and put a strap on. Okay, look, I'm surprised he ain't got that Flavor Flav, clock on a strap, trying to put it on his wrist and stuff.
Man, bro, look, no, see, you gotta have sailcloth, bro. Sailcloth.
Yeah, gotta have the sale
Right?
club.
You gotta coordinate with the sailcloth. But you know what? I will say this, man. I would hate to have to start over, man. like that question is daunting because what I've amassed as far as collection, right now. And I will be like, in order for me to start over, that means that somebody just wiped me out or I lost it in the fire.
Right.
Yeah.
What you have to look at, see, while that question is a good question, it's still out of context. Okay. So it could be like, hey, if you could, start over, or, you're going to start over knowing what you know now today, what watches would you get? Or if you know what you know now and able to go back to when you first started, what watches would you get? So the question, while a good question, okay, could be taken out of context if you don't give more information. Like you said, hey, me starting over to trying to get a collection that I have right now today, okay, like you said, somebody would have to wipe me out and I got to start over. Trying to find the watches that I had is going to be damn near impossible.
Impossible. And ain't nobody, like, they be like, oh, Godfather, you lost all your watches? Sorry for your luck. You can't get this one.
Exactly. So now I got to start off with the new stuff. And then, some of the new stuff that's out there is not really, catching my eye, smacking me in the face or anything like that. So it would be tough to try to do that. But knowing what I know now, and if I went back to like when I bought my Seiko, when I, at 17 years old and stuff like that, I would still get that Seiko, but then I would be looking at other watches and stuff like that. Cause you got to remember in the 60s and 70s, hey, Timex, Seiko, those were for us, those were the major brands that we heard about. Yeah, we heard about Rolex and stuff like that, but that was hey, unless you were a doctor or a lawyer, you better stick with your Seikos. So, and Seikos nowadays cost way too much money.
So I don't know if you, Godfather, are you on Facebook at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember, I want to say it was 6 years ago, there was a collector that lost their entire collection in the fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that sucked, and I know there was people that was donating their watches. You know what I'm saying? Like they sent watches to this collector, and it was actually on Evine. It hadn't switched over to Shop HQ yet. It was reported on Evine. And I may even still have the episode recorded. Right. And I was like just sitting there thinking about, like, they had a massive collection and all of it got burned up. Right. Yeah. They were at work or whatever the case was, and house caught on fire. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. And I think it was something nuts, like insurance wouldn't cover everything, whatever the case was. Mm-hmm. So people had to do that. Now, fortunately for me, God forbid something happened to my house. But in the event that this stuff could caught on fire and all I had left, was what was on my wrist at the day. Well, y'all know I always carry a backpack, so I got about 10 anyway. I always got 10 watches, you know what I'm saying? So, but if I lost everything else in here, I'm like, yo, once I get through with the insurance company, they're gonna be like, Mr. Wiley, I'm like, hey, look, I paid great insurance, replace every last one of them. But like the hard part is, some of my invictus with the 7750s, I'm not going to be able to find those watches again.
Right.
Now, here's a little thing about insurance, okay? And a lot of people may not know this. Okay, so as an example, my house, okay? So I have insurance on the structure of the house, and then I have insurance on what's in the house.
Content. Right?
Yeah. So the thing is, though, a lot of your content that's in your house, you figure, okay, well, it's covered. They don't cover individual items unless you put that in and you get separate insurance for that.
No, mine is separate. I got bro. I got too much to lose, bro.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying a lot of people don't realize. Okay, as an example. Okay, so I got my camera equipment in here. All right, and I took out extra insurance for my camera equipment because I get $200,000 for the contents of the house and stuff like that. But then it's like I'm looking at, if you look at my watch collection, so 381 watches, and if we sit up there and say, $100 or $200 a piece average, okay, so you're looking at what, $60,000 in watches. Okay, that just took a big old chunk out of that 200,000 that you were getting to cover for everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I throw in my camera equipment that I've had for years. Okay, so you're looking at maybe 50,000 there. So now I just took another chunk out. So now I'm below 100,000 that's left to go for everything else that's in the house. Now you got your jewelry, your computers and stuff like that.
You gotta rebuild your house.
So yeah, I do have extra insurance to cover that. So therefore, it's like, okay, the house burns up, everything gets burned, go away. I get 200,000 for the contents, but then I also get another 60, 70,000 for my watches and my collectibles and stuff like that. Anything that I consider super valuable to me to where it can't be replaced, without spending a lot of money. I got it insured and stuff. So stuff that people may want to consider,
Well, let me go back to Robert Wood says he has an unboxing coming on Sunday. What time, Robert? What time? You guys don't want to miss that unboxing. You definitely want to tune into that. Let's see. Paul stated, if I had to start my collection over, it will be Longines Conquest VHP, Omega Seamaster, my Cartier tank, my first watches I was given about 30 years ago. Wow. Okay. What time? They're asking what time. I'm pretty sure he may have said, hold on, let me get down to this one. It took me a while to figure out what I really liked and to be more selective. The big lesson was it's not about numbers. Yeah. Most definitely. Let's see. Rob Oscar was asking what time.
Rob said about 9:30 Eastern.
9:30. Okay. Around 10 Eastern. All right. I will be there. Trust me. I will be there. And if I am live, of course, I'm not gonna do no 2-hour live like I did, but like these last few Sundays, man, 2-hour lives. I'm not saying it's killing me.
No, here's the thing, okay? When you say you're gonna do a 30-minute live,
I know
we're on for about 2 hours. So you gotta stop saying I'm gonna do a 30-minute live. Okay, and then we might be able to get off in an hour or something like that
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be, man. We may not have this Sunday. We may not have a live. If I do live, it'll probably be tomorrow because I have an event Sunday evening around 6:30. So we're not gonna go live. But I will ask you guys this. Share like this episode in the episodes I had with the veteran stuff. Share those out to you people. It'll take it to like, I don't care if you go to church, if you go see Fred Flintstone and y'all go bowling, like share with your live brothers. You know what I'm saying? Just because the thing is, I do want to get these veterans the money. I want to help. I want to help out best I can, and we're gonna keep it pushing regardless of the fact. But I want to get them as much as I possibly can. So let me see. What did he say? Rich, preach, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I get that, bro. I get that. One of the things I respect about the watches and the whole community that I've been a part of I get to reflect on why I started this channel and what I've accomplished since then. I was just looking at a video. It was 2 days ago, and this was year one y'all, year one, my first few videos were absolute garbage, bro. I was like, in comparison to what I do now, but then I was laughing at myself, bro. I was so nervous on that first video. I think I've shared this on here, man. It took me like 26 takes, man. I kept dropping. The camera fell, broke the thing. It just would nothing go right. Would nothing go right, man. But I got it out, and I said, all right, let's get it. And hold on. What you get? Did you bring me something? Hey, y'all see every time my son walk
Every
in,
time. Every time.
get out of here. He went and hung out with his friends and then he came back with something like a lollipop or something. I don't know what that was he had.
Look. Just tell them like this is just like school. I'm the teacher. If you didn't bring enough for everybody, you can't have it.
And you can't come back in. Thanks, guys. Getting back to football. Friday night lights. Okay, talk soon. Okay, all right. Enjoy yourself, Paul. So yes, I was just looking at all of my old videos, and y'all know I was at 90 something subscribers, and I was so hype on there. I was like, yo, we almost at 100 subscribers, bro. And it took so long. Y'all got to think too, bro. I've been on for November, it'd be 6 years. It'd be 6 years in November, right? And granted, I look at my growth. I lost a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I think if I would have maintained all the subscribers that I had before, I'd probably be maybe 3,400. But I had to learn all this stuff, and I'm just going back off what somebody just put in the comment section, like what you have to learn over the course of time, man. Because I was it's on sale, got it. It's on sale, got it. I was Jay Jones in the beginning. Like I was Jay Jones, bro. I was just buying. It was on sale, but then I would say that second year doing YouTube and like looking into the watches, like I kind of settled down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then I started picking. I was like, I found out that I love the Pro Diver. Pro Diver design, hands down. And then I started seeing your collection and other people's, and I was like, ooh, they collect Pro Divers too. But then the Venom comes out. Oh, the Venom had been out, but like that caught my attention. Then I know that I love Sabako 1s. I said, man, Sabako 3. I said, okay. And then the Sea Hunter. And I wore that Sea Hunter for maybe 2 years before I said, hey, man, this thing getting too heavy, bro.
Right.
Oh, hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people from around the world. I know the millions and millions of y'all that's watching right now. You guys are very excited about watches, and I know you love movements. So let me introduce somebody that has been one of the most, like he has inspired me to collect the NH35. This guy, when I tell you he is the master of the NH35 Seiko movement, please welcome to the stage, man.
You ain't right.
When he said that, I knew exactly who was coming.
Oh man, how we doing?
Good, how you doing?
What's
Good,
up,
good.
y'all? Hey, y'all, this is Dickerson, everybody. This is DD. And for the record, he does not like NH35.
Now you say the truth. Now you calling it out, right?
Yeah, I can't lie no more because you're here.
Right. That last show was busted, dude. Oh man. And I was like, oh, I can't jump in. I got to keep this chat moving, man. Let's keep it going. And everything I put out there, you were just like throwing it the other way. Oh, he said that he really loves NH. I'm like, no, I did not. Yo, how we doing?
Dickerson, before we get anything else, bro, you're close to your cruise. You're close to your cruise, bro.
Yeah,
so
that's why I'm
tell
actually.
us, man, how do you feel so far?
Okay, so there's been, we're less than 2 weeks away. No, 2 weeks away from tomorrow will be the cruise, but we're less than 2 weeks away from the Hollywood Experience over in Long Beach.
Yeah.
And even to this day, last minute shit's happening, bro. So listen, that's why I'm actually on here tonight. Everybody's talking about I'm doing this live. SoCal is going to be live on Facebook and Instagram, hopefully a lot better than we did last time. That'll be happening on Sunday, 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So my thing here is I want to make sure I spell out for everybody, the itinerary is changed for Long Beach. Some things have shaken down, so it's like I got to go ahead and make sure I let everybody know. It's good news. So y'all peep out and check me out on Instagram or Facebook on the SoCal pages. All right. So
you're gonna be releasing that news then, right?
that's I have to. Not everybody knows what's going on. It's been a tight knit group, working with Ryan, working with Denise and Shelly, so they know what's going on. Everybody else, my contingent, they're going to find out when we meet on Sunday. We're going to meet at 12. I'm going to let them know what's going down. We're going to actually talk about. Y'all want to see a little peek? A little peek? Let's show you a little peek. So for the folks who went ahead and booked the actual room over at the Hyatt Centric, this is our bag right now. Okay, this is just our bag. You know, our gift bag from SoCal.
That's dope.
Just a bag.
And that's just what I'm contributing to it. We're gonna bring that over.
No, what I'm saying is they're getting just a bag.
No. There's more stuff in the bag. You ain't gonna see that. That's what it's called, a peek, man. It's a peek. All right.
Just the bag. The hell with them. They get
Just
just
the bag.
bag.
Listen, I got boxes over here full of shirts that I need to actually get ready. Let's see here. I'm gonna be pressing tonight, bro. Got my Ninja Transfer DTF for the actual shirts themselves. I'll be busy tonight because this all needs to be ready to rock come Sunday. Next week is my final week working fully, and after that, it's on, man. it's literally on, and there's a lot of exciting things we got planned. It's actually weird because I was set to be set at this point. You know what I'm saying? We were planning on being like, okay, this is all good. We're just gonna meet. Man, this week has been a whirlwind of events that has been going on, and you know, first things first, I need to let my contingent know what's going on with that. So I need to let SoCal know what's going on. Then we'll announce it to the world. All right, and a lot of exciting times coming through. But that's it. I was jumping on here right now. I was actually waiting for the chat, the live to start. Man, freaking son. I was waiting for the live to start at work, and then all of a sudden I got busy. And I'm like, damn, I had to pull myself away.
That's what happens when you live on the West Coast, man. You know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, you get the Friday afternoon folks that want to jump in and be like, hey, I got some, my father's at working for this. I'm like, really? You come to me at 5:46 on Friday afternoon. You know I get out at 6. Why you rolling in here with that right now? Chilling at home all day, and they jump on right there. So yeah, you can see right now.
Nice tourbillon, bro.
What's that?
Talking about your tourbillon.
Oh no. This is the Akula. Oh, are we doing wrist checks? My bad.
Oh yeah.
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 It's too much sun. There you go.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it's not the
Okay.
Corby.
Oh, say
actually-
day night one. Okay.
Yeah.
Two time zones.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
the one with the iridescent version of that dial.
Okay.
Yeah.
You fancy, bro.
No. You're the one who's fancy. Okay, no, I see what you be posting. You the one that's man, I don't have a good. I gotta sit down, man. I'm getting blinded by the lights, bro.
Yeah, it looked like
Damn
West
sunlight.
Coast sun is for real, bro. It's like
What
the
that-
sun is right outside your window,
Yeah, man.
peeking in like, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, I got these panels over here. I'm trying to make like a movie theater experience over here. Godfather knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
That's
it's a
cool
project
looking.
that's taken a back seat since we got real close to the cruise. So
Okay. So hey y'all, this is Dickerson, man, aka Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you
Got
know what's up.
Hey, you already know, you know what I'm saying? West Side for life.
Hey. West Side.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold up. Can you do that right, Godfather? Fix your finger. There you go. There you go. He was doing this shit. I'm like, what the
I
hell?
was just
is
doing
was
it
the
quick.
hey,
Like,
listen.
hey.
That was the Klingon way he was doing.
That's
Klingon.
offensive to me, man. That's
Yeah,
offensive to me. You can't do
my
that.
hand is- well, see, it is. You got the camera here, and I'm sitting trying to make sure that I'm right with the camera in my hand, sitting like
Yeah,
that.
it looked like something like I don't know, like you would have some fish hands or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, because,
That's why I was like, what are you doing?
because I was facing the wrong way with the camera, facing like this instead of facing like this.
Okay,
Man.
okay. So we know how to throw up the W, right?
We know, yeah.
Okay, okay.
You know,
Hey,
you
hey,
stupid
get
man,
Rich.
stupid face.
Get Rich said, I can't wait to get an NH35.
Motherfucker, man. That
Uh,
guy's just piling on. See what you did? See what you did, man?
I didn't, bro. I'm just listen. I'm here for you.
Don't act like you innocent on this. I remember the video you sent me where Ganges on. Why you say something, Trappy? You're like, I didn't say anything.
I was just there, bro. I was innocent. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Bro,
That time you were innocent.
Bro, that was funny, man. So I know you got stuff going on, bro. I want to ask you this question. And I'm gonna, just for context, if you had to start over collecting with what you know right now, this present time, what would your collection look like starting over?
you get an NH35 for sure.
Of
Oh,
course.
yeah,
Dude,
definitely.
come on, Joe. Come on, man.
At least one of those.
He said, "Yes, sir.
It's the
Give me
gag
that pro
just keeps
guy."
giving. You know how long he's been doing this to me, Joe? It's been what, at least 3 years? At least 3 years he's been making that joke it just keeps coming back. Okay, so if I was to start my collection when now or back when I started in 09?
No, like I'm talking about, like if you had like Monday morning, like God forbid something happened to your collection, but like Monday morning you got to start over, right? And you had insurance money to start over. And like, what would your first 3 watches be? Let's be very specific. What would your first 3 purchases be in rebuilding your collection?
Well, that's just it. It's for me. It was a progression. I didn't know jack shit about movements. I just know I like to watch.
Right.
I learned the movements watching the shows with Tim Temple, with Mike Davis, with God man, Jim Skelton. Sold me my first watch. And then you got to Jay-Z. You definitely got to Ryan, who knows how to explain the movements, saying. So if I'm going in as a novice, I'm going for the flashiest thing.
It's not a novice. It's basically knowing what you know right now.
Okay. Now
you got
it's
all that knowledge. Your watch collection all of a sudden went kaput. You have to start Monday morning with the knowledge you have right now.
Okay.
What would be your first 3 purchases?
Wearing that T-shirt with the NH35 before you buy anything. You got to wear that shirt.
Oh man. So
Oh
first
yeah.
3 watches. Okay. So we're definitely going to be doing edit. I tell you, the unicorn, the one I'm chasing is the Grand Diver 7751 with the meteorite dial. Rich knows what I'm talking about.
I know what
motherfucker, man.
He got it from
yeah. I showed it to him and he got it. Motherfucker. So I would definitely start there because that's the like I said, that's the unicorn. I'm chasing that, and there's a watch I'm chasing from not Aragon, Android. It was the tungsten Torby with the tritium tubes on there. It was a jade pearl dial.
Right.
That one, it was, when these things started hitting shop and I started learning about the movements and such, and the materials that were used, because Invicta doesn't have a lot of tungsten pieces. After all, what are friends for? So yeah, Invicta doesn't have a lot of tungsten pieces, and so yeah, I would definitely go for that Android Torby, the triple T. Torby tungsten tritium tubes.
Right.
Yeah. And Ooh, should I say the Star Trek watch? No, I'm not gonna say the Star Trek watch movie. Um,
See, I told y'all, he cannot stay away from NH35. He loves them secretly. Okay, continue.
okay, so my third one, because knowing what I know now, and if I had to start, and I had unlimited resources, it wouldn't be the Rolexes. I'm not a Rolex guy. I mean, it just, I'm not a 44 millimeter guy. I'm not a 40 millimeter guy. I'm not a 38 millimeter guy. To play on my wrist, you got to be 47 millimeters and up, minimum. You know what I'm saying? I won't look at you the other way. But if I had some funds, the big boys are the ones that attract me. And of the high end ones, we are going to do a Panerai Luminor. That's yeah. That's what I would do. So I'm giving you three distinctive brands. They're all pretty much 50 millimeters or up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So no, they're 47 millimeters and up. The only 50 millimeter was the Panerai and the Android. So those are the three that I would rock with.
Woo. That's a solid start, bro.
Yeah.
That's a solid start.
Now, yeah, if I was coming in like not knowing shit, it'd be like, give me that
At NH35.
No, fuck that, man. What's wrong with you?
You said you didn't know anything. He said if you came in not knowing anything,
Wait, man, what's wrong with you? I'd be like, give me one of these graffitis over here. You know what I'm saying? Them are flashy. I like those ones, or I would get something out of the, it would have to be colorful. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm looking at my wall over here. So y'all can't. This is where my normal day-to-days are, and then my high-end stuff is in boxes. So
right.
Yeah, so I would definitely go ahead and rock anything that is. This is the Aquaman with the green strap.
Yep.
The color, yeah. If I'm just going for like, hey, I don't know shit about the movement, it's going to be the color and the design of what's going on there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got any ripsaws, Dickerson?
Yeah, I've got. Of course, you would ask that. I've got about two. I'm late to the ripsaw game because my collection has points where I'm collecting a whole lot at a time, and then there's points where I'm cooling off. Hey, life catches up to you, man. You're like, fuck, I got to pay these bills. But then when I pay these bills, then you're like, oh shit, let's go watch Crazy. I remember after the 2020 cruise, from the 2020 cruise till I got the Kraken, I went on a crazy spree where I was like, I think I got like 80 watches, and I had gotten the Kraken like right before Christmas. And we were in the chat. That's when the chat was popping. We had over 100 people on the chat all the time. It was hard to keep up with you. You would basically find one person on the chat and have a conversation with them because you could not keep up with everybody's stuff. There you go. That's Kraken. Exactly. And so I remember we would Poppy. You guys remember Poppy?
Yeah,
come on, man. I know
we was talking about that, bro.
We were just talking about. I tell you, man. I think his wife killed his ass, man, because I don't see him no more. He disappeared off the face of the planet, and I know that we've spoken, and me and Trap were having this conversation the other day. There's been plenty of times where he's had to hide his stuff from his wife.
Oh yeah.
He'd buy stuff, and he'd be like, "Oh man, I should not have done that." What's going on? Oh man, my wife. She's like, "Oh, it's like, are you serious? Why would you do?" And he would drop. I was trying to keep up with him too, because he would be like, if the presentation of the watch wasn't perfect, and don't get me wrong, at that time we had the fever. We came off the cruise, ain't nobody doing anything, so we were on the chat, we're watching these shows, and Victor was making buku bucks, because people had them checks that were coming through. It's like, I don't need all that. I just, break a little, like I get like 300, 400, and I get me a nice watch, and I keep the rest of the check. It's all good. And so those are things that at that time, man, it was just like boom, boom, boom. We were hitting those watches left and right, and I think between February when we came back till about December, I had about 80 watches. When I did the unboxing for the Kraken,
Mhm.
I had 3 watches come in right there and then. You know what I'm saying? So, I was still itching to open that box, but I wasn't. I was okay because I was like, man, I got 3 other ones I got to unbox.
Right.
And we were unboxing live. We were going on Instagram and say, hey man, check this out. I'm just unboxing. Oh shit, yo, check this out. This is the bomb. And now
Yeah.
it's like, who was it that said it was like a couple minutes before I came on? Someone's got an unboxing this Sunday, I think it was.
That's Robert.
Yeah,
It was Robert?
Yeah,
Okay.
Robert
So,
got
yeah.
a really nice
Those-
watch that he's going to unbox. And you know what? Unboxings, I remember this, bro. Like, Invicta unboxings were everything.
Mhm.
Power play was everything, bro.
Yep.
But I remember that Instagram. This dude was so serious when he was looking at the watch, bro. He was examining. He was like, huh. I was like, man, show us the watch, man. He like he would not turn the watch around. I was like, man,
Hey,
like, man, you had me screaming. If I could choke you, bro, I was like, man, show us the watch.
Like, he's turning the watch, looking at it, and look, I'm over here trying to like,
right, I'm doing this. I'm like,
let me
I
see
gotta
that.
look too, you know?
I'm like, yo, okay, I see what because normally like everybody unbox towards the screen.
Yeah.
Dickerson is like,
Nah,
oh, wow.
I took that shit to myself, dude.
He said, oh wow. And then he looks at the screen. He said, well, Ryan, let me tell you first. And I'm like, dude, I'm typing, would you show us the watch?
You're not looking at the comments, bro.
Man, I was yelling at you so loud, bro. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, that was the first new collection we had in 10 plus years and stuff, dude. So I was like, there were so many things that I was looking at on that timepiece that was like, oh shit,
like,
that's cool. I had to take it in. Fuck y'all, man.
And literally, you did.
Forget y'all. It was me. I had to take that in. Okay,
like literally. And I'm sitting there like, you selfish boy. You was all type of names, bro. Man, trust me, that day you was all type of names. I was like, you know what? Stupid Face Dickerson didn't start when it started. It started back then when you opened the crack. I was like, oh, Stupid Face Dickerson, man, would you show us the watch, man?
If we had Stupid Face back then, oh yeah, he would have been the first one called Stupid Face.
That was me. I was like, hey, Stupid Face guy.
Yeah, because we were sitting up there at the restaurant, we were doing something, and you said something that says, that's stupid. And you just sort of looked at me and said, you stupid. Stupid Face.
Stupid Face, Godfather, man, dude, I was done, bro. I was laughing so oh my gosh, that was classic. That was classic, bro. Let me see how many days we got left. So we got a few days left of this month of doing automatic watches, and the last tail end of automatic watches for Instagram are going to be my Invicta pieces. I'm going to showcase. So I did the Kraken today, which I hadn't bust that thing out in a long time, and that watch, for it to be as big as it is, that thing wears so comfortable, bro.
Yeah,
like, man, it just hugs the wrist. It just grabs it and just like holds on for dear life. That's one of the nicer designs that Invictus come out with, and we talked about this before. I know Invictus not gonna be like, hey, oh wait a minute, hold up. Let me stop that. Somebody posted on Facebook. Is there gonna be a show this Sunday? Invicta show?
No,
not that I know of.
2 are on Monday and Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday. So is AL going to show this? Is he like he's going to do it, or
That's not to my knowledge. That's not the case.
Right.
I spoke with Ryan, and he said that his last 2 are on Monday and Tuesday, and that's still going on.
Right.
And
27.
yeah, and then on the 30th, which is a week from today, the party starts. JTV.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the thing. Like I saw all the posts. I saw when Kendi posted it. There was enough coverage, and I was like, okay, cool. But then somebody posted something on Facebook today, and I was trying to read the context. I was like, okay, they saying AL is back, and I'm like, AL, what? What are y'all talking? Okay, dang.
He doesn't come on unless it's something brand new. You know, a completely new design that is coming out and stuff like that. He's not going to come on just for your basic watches.
No, it's got to be an event for him to come on out. You know what I'm saying? And he
Ooh, look
does
who's
it from
together, y'all.
okay.
They're in Tennessee. They dropped this 2 hours ago. And join us in Tennessee with Invicta Ryan and JTV. Imagine that. That's cool thing. But yeah, okay. So I'll get to. I seen it earlier, man, and somebody put in the chat that guess who's back, and they made it seem like
AL
was coming, and I'm like, what? Really? Like that's weird. Why would I'm thinking like why would AL come back and I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Whose phone is talking?
Hold on, wait a minute. What's this, man? All right, somebody just text me. I'll get to you in a second. You in the chat, and I know you texted me right now. I don't see your name. I don't see your name in the chat, but you texted me. Yeah, so check it. Oh Lord, everybody, it's my nemesis, man. This dude is in the chat, bro. What is? Oh my gosh, my doors is locked. My alarm is on. I got the police on constant watch, bro. So ain't no jacking over here today, sir.
Uh-oh.
If you missed your opportunity earlier when I was walking, so it's over with. Just know that. How about that? So anyway, let me see where we at right now. We've been on for an hour. Okay, so we're not gonna be on too much longer. I just want to end this thing talking about the beloved movements.
Oh boy, here we go.
Right? Yeah, and I wasn't gonna say that you had a love affair with NH35. I wasn't gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna spare you tonight. But I will say this. Since I have switched over and started like gravitating towards a certain movements, I have a couple. Have you guys ever just took your watch and listened to it tick? Do you guys ever do that? My father, I know you do because you look like the type that do that.
They're like, let me see. Is it still running? Yeah. Okay.
So this ball, right? This thing has a very distinctive tick, and I was sitting in the room like when nothing going on. I didn't have YouTube on. I was sitting here in this chair and I was kind of dozing, and I'm just hearing. I'm listening. I can hear this thing ticking because it was completely quiet, right?
Wow.
And of course, there was nobody in the house. And even if my youngest son, you don't hear him until he like hits a touchdown or something because I think he plays Madden or whatever. So you don't hear him until he scores, right? But other than that, I'm sitting here and I'm dozing and I'm hearing it. I look over like, what the heck? And this is the only thing that was over there. I was like, this thing is beautiful ticking noise, man. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying, bro. Like, hold up. Y'all can't hear this, but hold on. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you. I don't know, I'm a nerd like that, bro. I absolutely dig that, man. And I recommend that anybody that if you have yet to any one of your watches that do a ticking noise, right? Now, with the exception of time, like some Timex, like Timex is that sucker will like tick. You can put that thing in and this like that thing is going off.
Now, hey Trap, how many times have you picked up your automatic and wonder why it wasn't ticking?
What's wrong with this watch? I can't hear it.
I see. Come on, man. What? Wait a minute. This ain't supposed to be ticking. Why ain't it ticking?
Man.
Bro.
My grandson did that once. I had to school him.
Yeah.
Like, sit down. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, in my early days.
In your early days.
Yeah, in my early days. I'm like,
what is that noise, bro?
I don't know.
You must have Facebook open, man.
I ain't got nothing open. That's Joe. Joe probably listen to Whatnot or something.
Okay, I'm like, what is that? I'm trying to listen to what you're saying. I'm like, okay. And I'm hearing this other thing on the background. I'm like, yo, what's this? Check. Oh my God, a brand too.
Oh, speaking of which, man. Okay, yeah. Before we get up out of here, man, it was a Lee sent me this brand. It's a military brand. And, I thought it was like it's hard, bro. Hold on, let me go over to it. It's called Sterling, Stirling.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Spell that again. Is it STIR?
Yep.
I thought it was STUR Sterling.
No, not that Sterling, but this is like Sterling.
Okay. Like I'm stirring.
Oh,
Yep, like I'm stirring.
that's
Stirring
different
pot.
than what I thought too. I thought it was what you were saying, Dickinson.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is so? That's Sterling's STIRLING.
Yeah. Pretty dope looking watch. You know what I'm saying?
Was that a purple dial? Put that back
No,
up.
it's
real
all
quick.
black. It's a black
It's a
GMT.
black? Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna do some more research on this watch, and I like the way it looked.
So what you're saying is Lee gave you information instead of taking information from you.
No, he set me up so I can buy it, so he can bust me over the head and take it from me.
At least you recognize the game, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Bro, look, I'm from Chicago. I already know the game, man.
Right.
I already know the game, bro.
You ought to get that, man. That's real cool.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Hey, look. Like back in the day, man, you walking around and people like, man, oh, those are some nice shoes. She'd be like, yeah, thank you. And they'd be like, no. Them
walking
some
home
nice
barefoot.
shoes. Now you walking around with no shoes on.
So wait a minute. That was 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I was shooting a video, and these two guys, like I'm at the park. These two guys walk out the woods. Hey, bro, what size you wear? I said my size.
Right?
He was like, no. He said, man, we just trying to sell these shoes. I said, sell what shoes? He's like, man, I got some Jordans. I said, first and foremost, you came out the woods talking about what size I wear. You ain't carrying nothing, but I got something right now in this bag. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sitting there and they walking towards me, and I'm looking like, bro, and I'm holding the bag. I got it. I got my hand on it. I'm just gonna pop straight through the bag. I can always replace the bag. You can't replace your life, sir. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
And they was looking at me. They was like, and I think honestly, I believe that they was gonna try, because I'm like, bro, wait a minute. Because the way I was sitting, so the park bench is sitting this way. There's a gate behind me, but then the woods are off to my left.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a walkway that goes back to a neighborhood. And just like where a lot of veterans stay at. So these two youngsters come out, hey man, what size you wear? My size, bro. Why? And I reached in the bag. I'm like, I'm not even gonna pull it out. I just got the bag resting. I'm like, yo, what y'all talking about? I said, no, man, we just trying to sell some shoes. I was like, you don't.
That's not the way you come out the woods if you're trying to sell something, man. It's like,
yeah, bro, because I'm telling you, bro, I'm sending hollow tips your way. Like, don't you play.
I've seen so many situations, man, growing up and stuff like that. And, you know, I learned to avoid conflict because number one, you say something to me, I'm going to keep right on moving. I'm not going to respond, you know? And if you come up on me, you're not coming up on anybody else.
Never in life.
Okay.
Never in life, man.
So yeah, I mean, I do my best to avoid confrontation and fights and stuff like that. However, that doesn't mean that I can't fight.
Yeah.
It means that I prefer not to. And yeah, growing up, I must have been about 15, 16 years old and stuff like that. And me and a partner of mine, we were walking through a park, going from my house to his house. And now my partner, at that time, I was like about 5'4", 5'3". My partner's 6 feet tall. All right. And these guys come up, and said something. And I told them about, let's keep moving, right? But they decide they want to come up on us and everything like that. And let's put it this way: when they came up on us, they didn't get a chance to say anything. We just laid them out. Boom, boom, boom.
Damn.
And we kept right on walking. So, and that's the way you do it. Don't sit up there and talk. Just keep right on moving, because number one, a lot of people don't understand, okay? The people that don't say anything can be the most dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So Godfather, we went out. This was years ago, bro. I'm downtown and I'm coming out from this restaurant, right? And there's a few guys coming out. They have been drinking, right? And having whatever. And there was this one black dude just walking, minding his business, and they was yelling at him or saying something to him, and they said, "Hey man, let me get that," or whatever. And I ain't paying attention because it's downtown life, so I'm used to it. Right. Business. And I heard the guy say, "Hey man, look, just leave me alone." And the way he did, he said, "Leave me alone." And I said, that's gonna be interesting if they attack this dude. I saw like his posture.
Mm-hmm.
Kept messing with him. So he stopped, turns around, and the guy grabbed him. And the next thing you know, this guy knew Wing Chun. It was like, and it was over with. I was like, yo. I was like, whoa, you just got Bruce Lee, bro.
Yeah.
God, dog. You could hear his fist was hitting this dude's face so fast and hard, you could hear it. And I said, like, I think with this strike, this dude was losing life. And like he would let the guy would not fall back. And I'm thinking about an episode of Ip Man. It's like watching Ip Man. That's what I do, though. I said, yo, that's crazy. And Lee, here's the deal. He said, what happened to the knife? If it's one person, you get the blade. It's more than one, you get the hollows. I'm sorry. That's just the rule of the game, bro. Like, I'm not going to be sitting out here fighting 2 or 3 people, bro. I possibly can and get, hold my own, but I'm too old for that, man. It's easier to just use this muscle right here. I don't feel like swinging. I don't feel like swinging no more, bro. Like, hey, man, give me what's in the bag. I will oblige.
You walk away, you do your best to avoid everything, and you got to get a look. Okay, you got to get a look that will instill fear into these people's hearts. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I will sit up there. I will give you a look where you will see death in my eyes. Okay. There's no expression, but you looking at my eyes. I will tell you, look at my eyes. Okay.
See, you can tell from his wrist bone sticking out a little.
Got the little bone here and little bone here. If you look at it, see how it rises up. So same on this.
You done hit a couple. You done popped a couple people in the mouth.
So hey, like I said, I do my best to avoid a fight. I don't like fighting. I will defend myself if need be. So
now I gotta make sure you reset. Hey, you know what? He's just gonna run me over in the car. He's like, "Look, I'm gonna just run Trap over."
Look. He's gonna run you over, get out, take your watch, and then back up to make sure he got you good. Right. You don't want to ruin the watch.
He's like, "Man, Trap, I'm sorry. I ain't mean it. Look, I got to put you in intensive care now, bro, because you carrying heat."
Damn.
I can't. Hey, man, so you know what's crazy? Let me see where we at. Oh, we still got time. We got a little time. I went into City Gear the other day, and how I got received. I walked in and they said, "Yo, that's the YouTube guy. We famous." They was like, "Yo, we on this thing," and I'm telling them, I say, "Hey, well, listen, when you guys came to life and did whatever you did, I said, like, my audience ranges. You know what I'm saying? I got some people that's mostly in America, but I said I got people that's in New Zealand, Holland, Australia, Africa, and they like, what? I said, yeah, just a few people, not a whole bunch. They said we went worldwide, and I'm like, we what? We gonna be famous. I was like, okay.
No, you're not. It's a quick edit. This is going
to
do.
Yeah.
Oh, what is he talking about? I thought I had track figured out. Glad I tuned in tonight. That wasn't close.
Shit.
Hey, Lee, I'll tell you this. You don't have to worry about Trap as long as he's talking. Once he stops talking, that's when you have to worry.
Yeah, because you know he's doing some shit, dude.
Yep.
He's always playing that, man. It's like all of a sudden you taking this picture and something's coming out of your nose, or he's pointing at something, making you look a different way. Yeah, Trap. When he's quiet, you know he's doing some shit, dude.
Yeah, you already know. You already what's in
Oh, hell yeah.
people coming in.
That's just like I tell people, I said, listen, so you been to my house? They be like, yeah. I said, you see those 2 big giant trees I got in the backyard? They're like, yeah. I said, they never found Jimmy Hoffa's body.
Mm.
Those trees
half of them is under one tree, other half is on the other tree. That's my fertilizer, man.
That's a fertilizer right there.
Big.
Shit's growing good.
Rob, you were talking about the Kraken watch earlier.
Yeah.
Check this.
The Kraken knife. There you go.
Nice.
The Kraken. Release the Kraken. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
They need to release the Kraken again, man. It's been too damn long.
They and you know what? I want to end on that. So as far as watches, even though we're not starting a collection over like that, we've already covered that. What is your direction now, bro? Like, and I'm asking, and I'm not gonna ask Joe because I know Joe is gonna be like, hey, whatever I like, I'm gonna get. But is there a specific or particular watch that you guys are looking to get that may be coming out or that's out now?
It's been so long since they've had anything new come out, and I'm actually looking forward to JTV because we know that it's been promised us that new shit's coming out. So that's an exciting time there. So God, one of the things they had that was pretty innovative. The Mammoth had the clasp at the back of the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
I thought that was so effing cool because it was so different.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, take your watch off, and then you do something completely different, and they're like, what the fuck? Oh, snap. How did you do that? Yeah. The clasp is behind the actual case itself. So I'm looking for me, it's going to be something innovative like that, where it's like, it's unique to the brand. It's unique to that actual collection.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Outside of more Krakens, but one can dream. But I think I'd love to see that incorporated in other timepieces.
Did you get that Mammoth, Dickinson?
Was that?
Did you get that Mammoth?
I was really close. I'm not a fan of the Mammoth. I'm not. But I was really close because of the class. The class can't be the only reason I'm getting the damn watch.
Right.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I agree. I
You know,
agree.
and so it's at the end of the day, it's like, if I'm a fan of the watch and they do something innovative with it, oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't enough for me but I thought about it. It made me think about a watch that to get in my collection that I don't have, nor do I want in my collection. But because of the innovative clasp that they had, I was seriously considering that.
Yeah, I considered it too, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So like for me, coming from the Invicta camp, I would love for them to go back and finish what they started with the different color variations. Like, so I know they have platinum label, they have black, they got blue. They came out with the green label, but they only brought out 2 models with that. One was the Sabakwa Noma 2, and I think a Pro Diver.
And then the red label only has 2 as well.
Yeah, the red label only has 2. And then the Tangerine label, they only dropped 1, but they don't call it Tangerine anymore. They call it something.
Fire Amber.
Yeah, Fire Amber. So they came out with 3 models with that one, I believe. So one was the Speedway, the 40 millimeter or 39.5 millimeter quartz. And I think, I think the other one was a Sabakwa, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I would say there's only 2. Seeing that they're using the ETA movements, they haven't used the Salida 500, and I don't know, guys know when. I would like to see them do that, or even incorporate some Miota movements, some 9,000 series. They don't necessarily have to go Swiss, you know what I'm saying? But like high beat movements, new plating, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you know what I'm saying? Put it out in Pro Diver, but I would love to see them bring back some of those old classics, something that they didn't do that I believe they could have took well advantage of, seeing that they still got Marvel contract, right? Or did they lose that?
I know they did. They got rid of Star Wars, the Disney pieces.
Yeah.
I gotta imagine Marvel's in that camp too, since
Okay.
Disney owns Marvel. Right
Okay,
now,
all right.
NFL is still in play.
They lost
I don't know.
NHL. NHL.
NHL?
Gone. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
NHL
NHL's
is
is gone. Yeah, but
What
I know
about
NFL is
MLB?
still in play.
MLB.
MLB.
I don't think they got that anymore. I didn't see it
No.
on the website.
So those watches we got are going to be pretty freaking rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let me see. And wait a minute, what was that? Am I going live this weekend? If I'm not going live Sunday, so it may be tomorrow. We may have just like a, you know what I'm saying, a community talk day tomorrow evening. And if I do, it'll be between 7 and 8, because during that time, I know there's a number of people that go live on Saturday, and I normally go live on Saturday morning, but we're doing our food pantry at our church tomorrow, so I'll be donating, giving out food and stuff. So who is that?
Dickerson, just curious. You say you like the 47 millimeter and up. What size wrist do you have?
7 3/4.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
the smallest watch you ever got was that 46 titanium Pro Diver.
The 45.
45,
It was a Godfather one. He was like, "Just do it. You'll like it." And yeah, actually, it's pretty cool. I do like it, but I gave that shit to my uncle because I'm like, yeah, I can't do too small, man. You know. And my uncle's wrist is smaller, so I was like, "Hey, this is perfect. You keep that.
Yep,
That's a
yep.
Godfather special." He's like, and he looks at me, Godfather. Never mind. Yeah, so no, the rule is back in effect. 47 millimeters and up. It has to be.
Right, right.
That's just my personal preference.
I was that way for a long time, but I've gone to smaller watches and I like them.
Okay,
you know,
so
you know
I
who you
just
remind me of?
checked. Real quick, I just checked. They only have Jason Taylor, Mayamar, J.M. Carrera, and NFL. Everything else is off the table, and of course, Glycine. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a done deal. No Major League Baseball.
No
No more
hockey.
Star Wars.
No.
No more nothing.
Yeah, bro, like the military thing is gone, which they play. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one alone because that one pissed me off. That one.
I never got a military piece. I wanted to get an Air Force one because my kid was in the Air Force,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
and we were waiting on that, and it was just like never came to fruition. It was the Army and Navy. That was
Yep.
it, right?
That was it.
The only two
Yep.
branches.
Yep.
We can get a Space Force one. No, never mind.
Say what?
Godfather laughing.
Space Force ain't a real military.
Caps. Okay.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro, and I understand they got a song and everything. That the song they got, I listened to it, and they made the song sound like every other branch, as if it has been in service for 100 years.
Time. Yeah.
And I was like, no, Space Force needs to have a techno beat, a new techno beat. Don't you give me this. And I ain't never met nobody.
I don't think the president's own is going to go ahead. The president's own band is going to go ahead and start playing something with the techno beat. You know what I'm saying?
And every time I hear Space Force, it reminds me of the movie Spaceballs. So you know.
Hey, that movie still holds up.
Oh
I was
yeah.
watching it the other day,
yeah.
and I was laughing my ass off.
And
That movie holds up, man.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. That movie was funny. It was hilarious, just like Space Force.
Oh,
It's funny.
you know they're making,
Yeah.
you know they're making a sequel to Spaceballs, right?
Yeah, I heard.
I was like, damn, a little late, but it's it's good. Hopefully, yeah.
Well,
But
they just brought back Beetlejuice, so
that's true. 36 years later.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
bro. Which when I was a kid, that movie terrified me, bro. Like that and Edward Scissorhands, bro. Like that.
I never did Edward Scissorhands. I was like, I'm not watching that. I mean, the only Tim Burton movies I really liked were the 2 Batman ones. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not so much a Tim Burton fan. That's just me.
You know, and to
You're
me,
right.
like with Edward Scissorhand, you know, it's like, unfortunately for me, I don't think Johnny Depp has a very good range when it comes to acting. You know, I mean, it's like you're not holding my interest here. So, yeah.
Oh, so that Invicta
Oscar got
Ghost,
that Invicta Ghost too, huh? What was that?
that
What was that a reference to? That comment?
I think he was talking about watches. What people were wearing.
Oh, okay.
so like
The Ghost was my very first auto movement.
that sucker right there. I had that watch too. I like that watch.
Nice. Very nice.
Ooh. Yes, sir.
Japan movement.
That's the Ocean Ghost, right?
The Ocean, yeah, Ocean Ghost, yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher
There's a
White.
difference between
The Ocean Ghost, you're correct. And then the
Yeah.
Ghost, okay.
Because
Hey, Christopher.
Ghost was you had the Ghost. that
Ghost
was-
in here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
a version of the Ghost.
And most
Yeah, my
people
bad, my
refer
bad.
to it as a Ghost Bridge, you know, because you had your Sapphire Ghost, which
Yeah.
I have and everything like that. So, but the ones with the Chinese movements on it, they would, Ghost Bridges and
There we go.
things of that nature.
Hey, and this one right here. This is the comment of the whole
I
night.
wish they would improve the loom. True.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
That's one thing that they do lack on is loom. They would pack it on the watches that the old Invicta Reserve timepieces, the Grand Diver ones.
Mhm.
The SS the 7750 I gave you.
Yep.
That loom is like beautiful. And
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't do that on more watches. I would pay the premium for that, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely pay the premium on that.
Look at him. He said, make sure you don't make the list. Hey, man, y'all got to be careful what y'all post at this point. Don't post your watches. If Lee's around, bro, don't do it. Don't post no watches because he's lurking.
Hey Lee.
I better not show mine.
Yeah. Hey Lee, come on around, man. My trees need some more fertilizer.
Woo! Man,
I want them to get bigger.
man, that is crazy, man. So yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything, bro. And again, we'll do a live tomorrow. We'll go live tomorrow. We could possibly even do a showcase, and we could talk about favorite watches, or I was going to allude to this in a later video. But I'm going to start like the watches that I got this year, my best and worst. I can do that because I got a few watches that I could have been like, I could have done without, you know what I'm saying, I still like them, but it's like,
We all got them pieces, man. It's like, damn it, why'd I buy this, man?
yeah.
It's like I was heated in the moment, and I was like, yeah, impulse buy. And then it was like, what were we thinking? We all got them pieces.
Oh, you know what? And I'm going to tell you something else we could talk about tomorrow is when you had money allocated for a watch, right? You didn't know exactly what you wanted, but you just, you had a couple hundred sitting there, burning a hole in your pocket, and you said, you know what? I've been wanting that, and you bought the watch, and then the very next day, or if not that same day, another watch dropped that you've been wanting. It just came available. And I'm like, no! Like, man.
You're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why?
Now,
Exactly.
This
Lee
is evil.
posted, now Lee posted in the chat up earlier in the chat, he wanted us to do a wrist check for the latecomers and stuff like that. So
Okay, hold up. All right, so who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
You want to go first? All right, hold on.
Oh shit! Take mine off. Damn it. Wrist check. Nice.
Pro Diver Scuba.
Yeah,
Original.
Pro Diver Scuba, Swiss made, Salida SW200, carbon, so.
That is nice. That is nice. All right, who's going next? Joe has the
1953.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a looker right there, sir. And then Dickerson has.
I have the Akula, the movement. I don't know, your sister's ass, whatever. You know.
Well, it's your
Ain't
sister's
so
ass,
enough
not
rules,
mine.
boy. He has the day-night indicator. It has 2 different time zones. So if you want to see your sister at night or in the daytime, I had to go. He did it. He started it.
If I'm gonna go there, Trap's gonna go there for sure. Right?
And then I am rocking. So hold up. Get off of that dude's face. Get out of here. Stupid face, Dickerson.
Mhm.
Hey man, remember who coined that?
That's right.
Hey, I don't care. I stole it. So how about that? You know what I'm saying? So I got my chase. I got it upside down.
Yeah, he when I said it, Trap had that look in his face. Was like, what in the 5th grade?
Hey, it was funny though. It was
Right.
funny though. It just stuck. I was like, oh, I ain't losing that.
Yeah, it was like, basically what it was, you get stumped and you're like,
I had nothing, no comeback.
no comeback. Then you're like, you stupid. Oh, okay.
Right? Stupid face Godfather.
Stupid face God.
That was hilarious. Probably I would say around 7:30, somewhere around there. So tomorrow's going to be one of those days. I gotta go take my son and go look for a car tomorrow. And then one of my kids, he finally got his driver's license. I'm like, yes, let's go. You know what I'm saying? The one that don't be bringing me stuff when he walked through the door. Yeah, that one. He got his driver's license.
Hey, look. He got his driver license. You don't bring me food when you come back in. Guess what? Take the bus.
Right.
Yeah.
You driving my vehicle, using up my gas. You don't put gas in the car and you don't bring me a sandwich to eat. Get on the bus.
Get on
Right.
the bus. Hold on. This right here, bro, my Chase door. That is the Chase door. This is the
There we
flight
go.
commander. So, in other words, it's sort of
What's the
like it's quartz, but it's sort of like a Breitling.
Is it sort of like an H35 ports?
No,
You know, I love those. Man.
no,
That
No.
would be the NH35B
right.
for broke ass.
Right?
Or
Okay,
the
yeah.
35D, as in Dickerson loves. Yeah, that one,
I would lose my shit if they did that.
bro.
Call
You
it
know what's
NH35B.
If Invicta came out with watches named after certain collectors, and the first watch they did was a Kraken with NH35, the Dickerson edition, I would die. I would die laughing, bro.
They
Oh
put
my-
run the movements on that. Every one. D16, R150, every movement
Man.
has been a Ronda movement on the Kraken.
Yeah.
They did not put an NH35 on one of those. But I would have gotten if they got an NH35.
You would have got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscar, it actually is. It's really nice watch, man. It's very busy. It does have this like the sliding scale on it, man. So like it is a useful watch. So yeah, I really like this watch. And it's funny is like this was one of the first buys for this year. You know what I'm saying? Technically speaking, I got this on the last day of 2023. Uh-oh.
I'm back.
I'm about to say he had a blackout.
Literally did.
Hey man, you out there in Cali, bro. I was like, man, it just hit an earthquake, just hit this man.
Hey.
Although they popping up, dude.
As
But
long
it's
as
no
you're
big
not on
deal.
that Jay Jones internet, he okay.
Right. And you know what? I think what I want to do, I mean, Godfather, we'll possibly do that show on the cruise, because I would technically on the cruise is my 6 years of doing YouTube. So
Right.
I'll have that where maybe me and you can sit down and just like talk, because you've been here for you've been here for a long time.
Oh, damn.
What do I know?
I mean, geez. I feel like Godfather was here before I even started YouTube. He was just sitting there waiting.
We were waiting for you, man.
He was like, yeah, one day this young man is gonna go live, and as soon as he go live.
Hey, you know. Like, let me push him in the right direction. Get on YouTube.
Right.
YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? I am going to I'm actually going to be showing some of my old stuff. If you're on the cruise, you'll see a lot of my old stuff. Nitro Jill was like actually one of my first people that I got to interview, right? And for those that don't know in the chat, Nitro Jill passed away. It's been 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
And here's the crazy thing is I have her voice here on my show. And that's the thing that gets me. That like I will go back through these videos and it's sort of like it's a bittersweet because Jill was one of the sweetest people as far as collecting, man. And I just absolutely loved her. And she was an enthusiast. Before we was even using the term enthusiast watch collector or whatever you want to call it, she loved her watches. And I think she bought a watch or two every episode. Every time Shop came on, she bought it.
Every Sunday night, man.
And
I'd be like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, because I know Dar was like, if you buy another freaking watch, I'm gonna kill you. and
she was into big watches.
Yeah, she liked the big ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So here's a crazy thing, man. I'm hang out a bit longer than like. Okay, somebody sending me. Yo, I know you. Okay, you're not in the chat. I got your message though. Whatever. You want to be incognito. Okay, I see you. But yeah, man. So yeah, we'll be talking about that on the cruise. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of videos for the cruise, you know what I'm saying? Because even though we're hosting and doing stuff, and I want to make sure you guys have a great time. I don't want to be holding the camera that long, you know what I'm saying, for 7 days because I do have to enjoy the cruise, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of money just to be like, hey, I'm working the whole time.
Yeah, right.
I don't mind. Like, no, don't take that the wrong way. I don't mind working because, like, my first 2 cruises, I stayed with the camera, everything. I had to record everything. I was on elevators. I was everywhere. I even got Dickerson a couple times when he was out there. I was looking through some of my old footage. And Dickerson was so just enamored and lost at the same time. He was like, "Oh, I need to go over here. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta go over here." Man, this dude was so happy.
Cruise?
Bro.
Was this the Invicta one?
Yes, this was
The Ocean Voyage.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
You was everywhere. And y'all, when I first got a chance to talk to him, we got on the elevator. He said, "Hi." I said, "What's up, bro?" And he didn't say nothing else. He was just looking.
Okay, so can I say something?
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So I was watching because every year, 2017, 2018, 2019, I'm at home going, damn, I want to be on this fucking cruise. And so finally, my wife was like, yo, you're going on the cruise next year. We're going to make it happen. So we did. And I'm seeing all these people, except I saw the back of Godfather's head. But I saw all these people that I was watching on the chat. And then I was watching videos for the YouTube videos from Trap and stuff like that. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, because how many times did we see each other in the elevator? At least 20 times in the damn cruise.
Yeah, a few times, bro.
Yeah. And every time he was like, oh shit, that's the guy Trap. Hey babe, that's the dude that was telling us how to get ready for. She goes, I already got everything ready for the cruise. I don't need to know anything about what Trap, you know. And because I was making a big deal for it, and so we finally got to the point where we spoke for the first time. You said it was in the elevator. I don't remember that. I remember just being in the elevator, like you were there with your family, your wife, and the kids, and I was in there, you know, with my wife, and we was just like. Just quiet, because I'm trying not to say something stupid.
No, so if you remember, we were on I got on the 5th floor towards the back, and we were going up to the Lido deck. Y'all was going to the Lido deck, and I got on, and you would look at me. I was like, "What's up, bro?" You was like, "Hey," and you didn't say nothing else. Like that was it. Like I just turned around, and the kids were talking, and all this, that, and the other, and you and we really didn't talk until the cruise
The
was over.
airport.
Like
At the airport.
we was at the little
Newsstand at the
convenience store or
airport.
whatever.
Yeah.
And man, we talked and talked and talked. Like we knew each other for years, bro. Like
Yeah.
we were just rambling. He was like, "Yo, man, this was this." I'm like, "Oh man, what about that?" Like it was so
Yeah.
hype.
Yeah.
And then they had to leave, and it was like two kids having to separate out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
or something. I'm like, man, you so far.
What was it? It's the video with the two kids that are running to each other, the white kid and the black kid.
Yeah.
They hug each other.
Yeah, bro.
That's and we were like that only at the airport. The whole time on the cruise, I was quiet, I was shy. So when we got to the next cruise, the Maryland Invicta cruise last year, y'all knew I was there. Let's put it that way. I was not the shy, quiet one, and now it's crazy. We about to host our cruise, and I gotta let you know, man. It's like there's a lot that pulled into this. I remember going to these collectors events. Kenny was the one who started the collectors events.
Yep.
Where it wasn't centralized for just the folks in that area. You know what I'm saying? We all flew, not all, but Trap drove. Trap guys everywhere. We all got together in Tennessee, and that's where I got to meet the Anthonys and Maryland Invicta Reserve Group. I've been talking to them forever, but to actually meet them, that was the very first time.
Mm-hmm.
And these are, every one of you guys are people that I have, I probably talk to you more than my family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For reals. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lee finally got him. Lee got, hey, oh my gosh, he got him. Lee got him, bro. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first internet robbery. I'm sorry that you guys have to see that. But Lee has finally taken Dickerson. He has finally struck for the first time. Hey, wait a minute. Now his next victim, Godfather, I need that reserve too. We gonna have to test those wrist bones.
Hey, you feeling froggy? Go ahead and jump. I have no problem. Like I said, my trees can use a little bit more fertilizer. All right.
So, all right, we go at this point, bro. We go because I feel like I don't want to be an accessory to this crime that we just saw literally live, bro. Like, bro, Lee has been talking and stalking this man's collection, bro. He's like, hey, man, I'm gonna have to get that skeletonized, and all of a sudden his power goes out, bro. So Lee has struck, and you guys did not see that here. So if the feds come, excommunicado, bro. No, you don't know me. I don't know you. Okay, this episode never happened. All right. So, gentlemen, yes, this has been a great live. Yeah, he's definitely gone. It came up.
Yeah. Lee done took his phone and everything.
Took everything, man. Later when they took the whole wall of watches down, bro. Took his cable internet provider, bro. He took everything.
Oh man.
Hey, he said you guys saw nothing. I ain't see what you mean. Hey, look, bro, what you talking about? Listen, I ain't seen nothing, bro. I'm Stevie Wonder at this point, okay?
Yeah.
I don't even know your name. Lee who? Like, that's a done deal, bro. So yeah, man, it has been a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Collector Invest. Oh, he let you go?
He got away, man. He got away.
Man.
Fucking A, man. I'm pouring my heart out. Somebody calls me. I came home from work and I decided to do this on the cell phone. Somebody called me. I'm like, damn. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
My point is like, the realization of what was going on with the cruise for me and the planning of everything.
Mhm.
I never thought in a million years that I'd be from 2009. I bought this damn watch that I would have been. I would have pretty much been the guy who started the SoCal, and then I'm the dude that went ahead and we got this cruise going on, man. This is huge,
Oh yeah.
and it's one of those things that hit me yesterday because it was like, 2 days ago, because we're still planning, and there are things that are happening right there and then that's going to be changing up. Like I said, check me out on Sunday. There's a lot of stuff that I have never thought that I would gain friends from this shit. A lot of you are my best friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this was never part of the plan when I just bought that damn watch. I bought the watch to hear Jim Skelton, shut Jim Skelton up and was like, I'm gonna see if this shit is real. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? And I never expected for all of these things to happen. Starting my chapter over here of SoCal, starting um, you know, the opportunity to meet with everybody here and meet with everybody on across all of the chapters. We got chapters in Maryland, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what was it? This past March, we were 5 of us got
Yeah.
together,
Yep.
5 people, and from everywhere, and we got together and made it a stupid face weekend. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
One of my best friends on that is actually on this chat, Rich. I call that motherfucker all the time, man. And this is something that's given. Yeah, I spend money on watches. I heard you guys talking when I was walking home about like, how much money you have invested with the watches and stuff. I spent a lot of money on watches, but watches have given me a whole lot more back,
Correct.
and it's one of those things where it's like I don't take that for granted, and I'm starting to realize the levity of this whole thing because it's like, at the end of the day, I was able to set out, when I decided to bring a group together in SoCal because we didn't have opportunities to, we don't have Invicta stores here.
Right.
So everybody is celebrating at an Invicta store for an event. This is huge for me, man. This is huge for our contingent here. We're showing the world that, hey, we exist, motherfuckers, and we got it. Just like we don't got a store, we don't got a hub, but hey, man, we got Invicta love over here.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, you know what?
that party's gonna start here in the West Coast, and we're gonna pass that baton over, which is Ryan. We're gonna pass them over to the East Coast, and this is gonna be a banner year for Invicta because it's like collectors are running shit now, man.
Oh, yeah.
Collectors
Think
are,
about that though, bro. Think
Yeah.
about this one thing. Where this watches started, bro. Like if you go back to the oldest watch company in the world, which is Vacheron, right? What was Vacheron, 1755 or something like that?
Mhm.
You think about how watch collecting has gone, and that wasn't considered collecting back then. That was definitely a status symbol because
oh yeah,
you have watches that are being made for the uber rich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now you take, I'm gonna say from the 80s on up to this point, like the whole face of watches and ownership of watches has changed. There's classes to this thing, but at the same time, we can't say, yeah, all you need is a cell phone to really tell your time accurate. You know what I'm saying? More accurate than anything that you have, even more than your quartz watch. But you think about horology as a whole.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There for all 4 of us on the screen and everybody in the chat, we would have never, some of us would have never been considered to be watch collectors or of noble descent or stuff like that, because like you had to make a certain price point, you had to have a certain status in the community and stuff like that. And if you had one of these watches, even to Seoul back in 1930, right? Like they had people that wore these watches could afford to drop $300, where the average human being didn't even make $300 in 6 months.
Yeah.
Depending on your job, of course. You know what I'm saying? So, bruh, the fact that you have a group that's based around a watch company that you enjoy, in the fact that you're taking a group of people on a cruise. We're taking a group of people on a cruise. The Maryland group took us on a cruise. AL is a millionaire, and he rented out, bought out the entire ship for all of us. We're not millionaires, but still, that's pushing the needle forward, right?
Yeah, it is.
So
Yes, it
I
is.
don't care about the brands per se. You look at it as a whole. Every watch matters, even the cheap garbage ones, and with the exception of the fake stuff, right? Those that are like really in the industry. I'm not talking you guys. If you're in the chat, and because some of you guys be sending me those stupid Instagram messages like, "Hey Trap, I watched your channel. You want to sell some fake watches? Man, go on somewhere with that foolishness. I ain't talking to you. You don't count." So everybody else, from those $1.99 watches to your, I don't know, $1 million watch, if you own it, if you just have, bro, everybody is in a boat. It may be in a different boat, but we're still in the water and we're headed in the same direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yes, bro, you should be proud of.
Definitely. You know, you do it all, and like, you know, I look at today's generation now, and like, you know, you guys mentioned about the, you know, the folks today, they can look at their phones to tell the time, and actually that's a little misleading, incorrect in my point of view. Okay? A person could look at their phone and read the numbers. They can't tell time.
No, yeah.
Okay. If you ask the person what is 25, you know, it's a 12:15. Now we know that's 12:15.
15, yeah.
Okay, they're looking at what, 12:25, because you said a quarter.
You said a
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah.
Yeah, these people cannot tell time when they're looking at their phone. They can just read the numbers that are on their phone. So let's get that right. This younger generation needs to learn how to tell time. Because number one, hey, if something happens and all these cell towers go out, how are you going to tell time? Okay, your phone is not going to have the correct numbers up there. So, yeah.
Bro, I just heard a joke about that. This girl, it was on Facebook or Instagram, one of them, and she said, "My dad up there talking about this 6:45." And I said, all you had to do is say it was 7:75. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they don't know. You know, people, they don't. The thing is,
775.
we grew up in an era where our family, our parents or whatever, you know, taught us how to tell time. Okay, the generation today are not being, you know, some of them, not all, are not being taught. Like I taught my grandkids how to tell time because I got them watches, that analog watches. You will learn how to tell time, you know. So I did all of that, but today's generation is not there. And so, you know, Dickerson, your cruise coming up, man, that's going to be a fantastic cruise. One thing I can say about that cruise is you will not have a picture of the back of my head from that cruise.
No, that's not going to happen. Yeah. We got to save those for those get-togethers, man, because,
Yep.
you know, yeah. Damn. That's some crazy shit. And I didn't realize whose head it was until we were on the chat during an Invictus show. And I was like, yeah, check my pictures out on my page. And you saw it. He's like, hey, man, you took a picture of me. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's the back of my head. I'm like, oh, shit.
Let's see. They don't know how to read a map either. Ooh,
Nope.
they be in trouble.
No one has the Thomas guide anymore, man. That's a dead thing. Everyone has GPS now. But yeah, most people don't know how to do that.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
What?
You better listen. I'm gonna tell you this, man. Go to they still sell them. They still sell the maps. You better go get your atlas, man, and start practicing because y'all saw these movies where it's like the end of the world type stuff. And once the grid goes out, bro, you
Well, go up the block and break that because that's all I know.
Hey, bro, look, I know how to navigate. And
Hey, look, Skynet is real, okay? The machine.
Skynet is a real thing, bro.
Skynet gonna take over. You better learn how to read a map, and you better learn how to tell time.
So when is the cruise again? So Dickerson Cruise is in 2 months from
September
now.
7th through the 14th.
2 months from now. 2 months from now. 2 months from now. 2 months from now.
Yeah,
And
the-
my cruise
Lee
is
is trying to write down his notes so that when you're out of town, he's gonna come and jack you.
yeah. So my cruise is on Christmas Eve, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. No, he missed my cruise. I just got back from my cruise back in July, man.
Dang.
You too late.
Hey, young cashiers can't count your change back. Yeah, they
true.
Oh yeah.
I was just going to say they don't know how to do math unless it's with a calculator.
Yep.
You know.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I grew up in
Like-
an age where when we were taking tests and stuff like that, you could not use a calculator.
Absolutely.
Test. Yeah, but they
Yeah.
did allow you to use a slide rule if you knew how to use one.
Yeah.
Man, bro, you better use your fingers, bro.
Yeah.
Be like,
They
count
take
that
their
thing out
calculator away.
real
You're like,
quick.
shit.
Count,
Yeah.
count that thing out real quick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, gentlemen, we actually gonna stop there. We're at 2 hours, and I don't want to go into another 30 minutes because we'll be here. We got Dickerson on here. Me and him, and then Godfather. You know, all three of us can talk, bro. Like each one of us got an hour in us.
Look. We get on the phone and start talking. 2 hours go by. We be like,
Hey, bro,
man,
wait.
man, we need to get off
Right.
the phone.
Was
Right.
we don't listen? When I got off the phone with you, bro, I literally had 15% left on my phone. I was like, God, dog, what the heck? I was like, man,
We were on for an hour and 47 minutes.
Right.
bro, I was like, dang, my phone, because I had went live. I did some other stuff. I did some thumbnails. I did some online stuff. I finished another video, and then I talked to him on the phone. My phone was probably like, fool, bro, you ain't been back home for like a couple hours, man. Look, you better get off of Godfather. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Hey, at least we're using the phone for what it was meant to be used for, to actually
Right.
talk to people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because typically during my workday, it's like I'm basically playing like not Candy, Royal. I'm playing those stupid
Yeah,
games
yeah.
on the phone to pass the time.
Hey,
He said, I
Well-
can't wait to see those trees in the backyard. You want to
I-
see the barbecue grills, bro. Don't get too
That's happening first, man. Shit.
yeah.
I have a rule with my kids. I'm like, if you're going to text me and it's any more than 2 sentences, don't call me. I'm
Oh.
not going to be freaking. I'm not
I
going
ain't
to
trying to
be.
read all that.
that's the same with my grandkids and stuff. If they text me and the answer I got to give them, if it's a question, the answer I got to give them is more than one word. Yeah, no, we're calling and talking, you know.
Yeah. it's like,
Hey, why you call me? Because you asked me a question. I got to give you an answer and it's more than one word.
Right.
I don't want to play that. Like, listen, you know, the art of conversation is lost.
It
in
is.
this generation.
It is.
Okay? The art of
Yeah.
conversation is lost. And when I was working, and I used to teach the BlackBerry class, the BlackBerry
He's
smartphone.
right.
I used to teach people how to use it. And I used to tell people in the class that I had the smartest phone in the world because they had their little iPhones and the Blackberries and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, what kind of phone you got? What kind of, man, I whipped out my phone and it was a flip phone. They're like, you got a flip phone. I said, yeah, and it's the smartest phone in the world. They're like, what do you mean? I can flip it over and make a phone call.
yeah.
They're like, well, we can make a phone call. I said, yeah, but you got to search for the app first.
Well, you know what it is, Godfather. In my opinion, they
Hmm.
all hide. They all hide behind the keyboard.
Yep.
You know, they hide behind emails and they hide behind, whatever, instant messages or whatever you call it, texting. It's like
Yeah.
they're all mean and big and strong with it, keyboard, but
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey,
real quick, I need to say something before we jet out. I just
Okay,
got
go
a
ahead.
text from Rich. Ah, damn, man, he's right. The anatomic Krakens had an NH35. I actually own one of those, but they were so
Oh.
damn cool because the whole bracelet glowed. You know
Right.
what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
And those have the NH35. The mother, yeah.
See,
So again,
even
ladies
more
and
than
gentlemen, what is
NH35.
the moral of today's story? At the end of the conversation, this man loves NH35.
Up, dude.
Sing it
Shut
with
up,
me,
dude.
NH35.
Okay, and this is a great spot to end the show. What do you think, huh?
Yeah.
Of course, we'll end on the NH35. NH35.
NH35.
Nay, you will not feed me NH35 today, sir. Lee, tomorrow, and you know what? I am going to make a thumbnail special for Lee because Lee's coming on with me tomorrow. Let's do 7:30. If 7:30 works for you, bro, I will do 7:30. And we will have a special show. We will talk about the NE88s, NE86s. We'll talk about Aragon. We'll talk about the watch that got away. And Lee will confess to the crimes of jacking people. Okay.
There you go.
Special, a very exclusive video. Yeah. And I'll make sure that the feds won't be watching or listening. The feds won't be. It won't be wired. We won't be mic'd up. Okay. It'll be members only. So be there or be square. I think you're gonna like the thumbnail that I put. That I'm gonna work on it tonight. And this Lee, tomorrow's thumbnail is just for you. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being up on the panel with me, man. Everybody that has talked, everybody that has dropped the watches that they have been doing or loving and stuff like that. Thanks for adding to the conversation. Godfather, you the man. Dickerson, thank you for being a good sport. Kevin Nash, thank you for being a cool dude, bro, and for participating with helping me with this whole thing. Make sure you guys share out this video with people. Tell them that we are raising money for veterans. If anything else, just let them know what we're doing over here. 100% of the proceeds is going to veterans. Just know that. All right. Yep. I keep receipts. So if you need to know, if you want to check with me, I got you. So until the next lightning strike, y'all already know what it is. Y'all be blessed.
Good night, brothers.